Hello, ISD students. I am Mrs. Menace, a teacher over at Bingham, and I want to welcome you back to another virtual social studies lesson. In our previous lesson, we looked at Spanish conquistadors and their influence on the New World. Today, we are going to take a closer look at why those conquistadors were on conquest to take new land, or in other words, what motivated them. Early explorers wanted to claim the New World for themselves and were driven by what we know now as the three G's: God, gold, and glory. Some of them wanted to spread Christianity, some of them wanted fame, and others wanted wealth. This is what drove them to leave their homeland and go explore the unknown. Let's take a closer look at one of the motivators: God. The European mindset was mostly centered around religion. We saw that in the Crusades, the Reformation, and Renaissance arts, and among many other times throughout European history. Finding and spreading the word of God was an important motive for why they would go out and search for new places. Once they spread Christianity's message, their goal was then to convert as many people to their religion as they could. Because of this, the Catholic Church supported these expeditions. Another important aspect to exploration, and arguably the most motivating, was the idea of glory. If you remember when we looked at the Renaissance earlier, there was this whole idea of humanism. People really started to value the individual. This idea made it okay to go out there and make a name for yourself for non-religious reasons. You wanted to be the person that found the best trade route or the most valuable goods. You wanted people to remember your name. This is important because with glory and fame, it usually means wealth. Think about our society. Most people that are famous are also extremely wealthy. Fame and wealth tend to go hand in hand. This is why most people want that glory. They also want the wealth that comes along with it. This brings us to our next motive: gold. A great way to become wealthy during this time was to have colonies. Kings, queens, and the rich would finance these expeditions and hope to create a colony. The whole reason that these colonies exist was for the benefit of the home country. These explorers went out to look for trade routes and valuable goods such as silk, spices, and porcelain. The colonies would also produce raw materials for the home country and ship it back to them. The home country, in return, creates a finished good and then sells it back to the colonies for a high price. So, for example, let's just use a tree. Okay, so the colonists would cut down an oak tree, okay, cut it all up, and then ship it back to their home country. The home country would then produce a beautiful finished oak bed frame. Okay, then they would sell back that bed frame to the colonists for an extremely high price. The system was completely unfair and extremely profitable for the home countries. This is why people with money would finance these expeditions, okay, because in the end, they would be the ones getting that big payout. So, if you can remember the three G's: God, gold, and glory, it will help you better understand what motivated these explorers to go out and colonize these territories. Something to think about. What would motivate you to go out and explore something unknown? That's all for now. Thanks for tuning in to our virtual lesson. Have an awesome day.